Hello, my name is Mike.
My name is Don.
Hello, hi, my name is Michael Freitas, and I'm here today to give you my persuasive speech on why you should be cautious while traveling in Europe. Europe is a beautiful place, but you should be always on alert because Europe is very dangerous. It's very beautiful, but it's also very dangerous, and you don't want to be stuck in the middle of a terror attack while you're there, just traveling around trying to have a good time. So imagine a huge bomb going off, and everything that's going through your head is just fear and panic, and you just realize there's nothing else you can do anymore except hope you don't get injured and pray that you survive that incident. And that's all you can do at the time. Unfortunately, that has been the reality for countless innocent people while in Europe. Tourists, normal, just day-to-day people, moms, dads, grandparents, children. People just visiting there. According to the BBC News, they reported that in the Netherlands, they just suffered a terrorist attack in which a terrorist went and shot up a bunch of trains on their public train system there, injuring multiple people and unfortunately taking the life of one person. It's a very sad incident to go through, and I feel very bad for the family of this victim. So that is why you should always be on alert and take it seriously, because your life is no joke and we only got one that we can live. That being said, let me explain to you why you should be cautious though while you're there. You don't want to be, why? Because you don't want to be caught off guard. You don't want the worst to happen. Imagine being in a foreign country where you don't speak their language, you don't know where you are, you can't drive anywhere because you don't have your driver's license, you can't read the signs because you just can't read what they're written down because you just don't know their language, right? You can't communicate with people. So that makes a stressful situation even worse, especially in a life-threatening incident like this, where you suffered a terrorist attack and there's nothing you can or you know what to do anymore because you just got caught off guard. You don't want to be stuck, lost, especially stuck in a country that you don't want to be in anymore because you just suffered the traumatic incident. Because the police is going to set up roadblocks and no one's going to come in or get out because they're trying to get the perpetrator that did that incident. So it's not a good experience to go through. There have been several incidences where this has been the reality for a lot of people, and they have been caught off guard, unfortunately. A good example is the Christmas market that they have in Strasbourg every year. A terrorist attacked there and shot up the whole market, killing 2 people and injuring 14, according to the Washington Post. And honestly, the only sin these people ever committed was just having a good time. It's really the only bad thing they did. They were just having a good time, drinking warm wine, having jokes with friends, getting distracted. Another incident was in Nice, France, where a deranged man, a terrorist, got on a truck and just ran over a bunch of people for no good reason at all, except to spread terror and fear into everybody's lives. According to the New York Times, he killed 86 people. Out of those 86 people, 37 of them were foreigners. And out of those 37, 19 of them were from different countries. So obviously, these terrorists, they don't discriminate. They don't care who they affect or whose lives they end. So you always gotta be careful not to be in a situation like this, and always be cautious. Because situations like these unfortunately stick to people's lives. forever. Because if you're fortunate enough to survive, you still gotta deal with the mental aspect of it. The paranoia, the fear, the sleepless nights, waking up in the middle of the night, remembering what happened, that incident in which you were in the middle of, paranoia of being somewhere and being afraid that's gonna happen again. So that prevents you from having, a good time out or going on vacation again. Or even a physical aspect. Imagine if you're handicapped now because of an injury you suffered during an attack like that. Now you gotta deal with that for the rest of your life. And that will be a constant reminder to you of what happened. I think for me, the worst thing to deal with would be the loss of a friend, a loved one. Because there's nothing worse than that than losing someone that's close to you. That's a big thing, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure for all of you too. The Deutsche Welle reported thousands of people right now are mourning across New Zealand for the deaths that happened just last week at the Christchurch, where a terrorist went and gunned down a bunch of people just praying and just having a spiritual connection with the religious God. And that's upsetting. So this wasn't in Europe, but this just shows you another example that they don't care where they attack or where they go. And it's awful to be mourning something like this. So hopefully you guys can understand. So to wrap things up, be careful on these vacations because they can have lifelong consequences and it can affect you forever. So just look around, be careful what you do, where you go, the places you're going, make sure you have a plan. So just to review my previous points was why you need to be cautious, what has already happened, and how that may affect you. Because I guarantee you, your family wants you to come home at the end of the day, safe and sound. And that's it. Do you guys have any questions or comments?
Nope.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you too.